Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Becca and today I have an announcement for the Cosmerealong. So in 2020, I am happy to say that I will be co-hosting a read-along of Brandon Sanderson's entire Cosmere. Now, the Cosmere is a universe that Brandon Sanderson frequently writes within. Not all of his books are part of the Cosmere, but a large part of his adult fantasy works do fit into the Cosmere in some way. So I will be co-hosting this readathon as part of the Royally Booked Club, which is a book club created and hosted by the wonderful Rachael from Rachel Marie's Book Journey. I do also have 4 more wonderful co-hosts, and they are Kaz from the Little Book Owl, Jessie from Bowties and Books, Jade from Jaded Reader, and Catherine from Catherine Reads. I will of course link all of the host channel down in the description box. I will of course link the Royally Book Twitter down in my description box, and we do also have a Discord where everybody can get together and chat. I would definitely recommend that you go and follow the Twitter so that you have easy access to all of the information and will get up-to-date information on when each of the live shows for the books are. I would also recommend that you go and subscribe to all of the host channels, as the live shows for all of the books in this read along will be rotating across all of the hosts channels. Now, there is no correct way of reading Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere. It kind of has a common starting point, but there are multiple reading orders for this universe. Now, I know that Rachael has done a lot of research in this, and we have constructed the order that we will be reading through these in. All of these books are pretty large as well, so this read along is going to go through the entirety of 2020, and we will be reading roughly 1 book per 6 to 8 weeks. As well as that, we will also be reading the novellas and short stories associated with each book. Now, you don't have to read the novellas and short stories. We will be referencing them during the live shows, but the majority of the discussion will focus on the core books. Most of the short stories and novellas associated with the Cosmere are available in a bind-up called Arcanum Unbounded, which you can buy as a physical book or as a digital copy. Now, onto the schedule. The first book we will be reading is Elantris, along with the Hope of Elantris and Emperor's Soul. The live show for this will be at the end of March on Rachel's channel. I will not be joining in with that live show because I have already read this and all of the short stories associated with it, and I'm not quite ready to reread until the sequel to this is announced. But you will of course be able to join everybody else on Rachel's channel, and this is the only one that I'm skipping. I will be reading everything else because I haven't read any of the other Cosmere books. Then we will be moving to First Era MISTBORN, starting with The Final Empire. We will be reading this throughout April and May, and the live show for this will be on Kaz's channel at the beginning of May. Throughout May and June, we will be reading The Well of Ascension. The live show for this will be on Jade from Jaded Reader's channel at the end of June. And then the last book in First Era MISTBORN is The Hero of Ages. We will be reading this throughout June and July, along with the short story The 11th Metal, and the live show for this will be on my channel at the beginning of August. Now, those are all of the books that I own, but we will be continuing on with Warbreaker throughout August and September, and the live show for this one will be on Catherine's channel around mid-September. And then we will be moving on to the beasts that are the Stormlight Archive series, the first book of which is The Way of Kings, which we will be reading throughout September and October, and the live show for this one will be on Jessie's channel at the end of October. Throughout October and November, we will be reading Words of Radiance and the short story Edge Dancer, and the live show for that one will be on Rachel's channel. And then the final book that we will be reading at the moment, because there are more books to come in the Cosmere, is going to be Oathbringer throughout November and December, and the live show for that will once again be on Kaz's channel. So I think that that is all the information that you need to join us with our read along. You can go through the whole thing, read every single book with us, or you can hop in and out. Maybe you only want to read MISTBORN at the moment, so you can join us for that, or maybe you've already read everything up to the Stormlight Archive, so you'd like to join us for that. Also, if you want to reread any of the Cosmere, then you are welcome to join us for that as well. As I said, I will link all of the host channels, the rough schedule for the read along, the Twitter and the Discord and everything like that down in my description box, so you have easy access to all of the information. I am very excited to be reading more Brandon Sanderson. I have only read Elantris, but I absolutely loved it, and a lot of people say that's a rough book to start with, so I'm definitely excited to get into MISTBORN, and I'm really excited to get to the Stormlight Archives because I've heard that that's actually his best series yet. So I think that is about it for my Cosmerealong announcement. Please let me know in the comments whether you will be joining us, or if you've read the Cosmere before, what you thought of it. Please also don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to. If you head into my description box, you'll find a link to my Goodreads, Instagram and Twitter if you'd like to follow me on any of those, as well as a link to my Bookish Body Butter and Candle website, the Instagram for that, and a 10% off discount code. That's it from me today, guys. Bye!
Oh, you bite your friend like chocolate. You say you'll go where nobody knows, with guns hidden under our petticoats. We're never gonna quit it, no, we're never gonna quit it, no.